Welcome back, everybody. Then we're looking at a real ACCA SBR question, but what I'm really looking at is the technique of how to answer it, not the actual knowledge. So let's have a go. We're going to work it in 4 steps as per usual. So here's the real question, and I want us to read it together. It says, Mint Company's functional currency is the dollar. So we know it's about foreign exchange, but we don't have to talk about functional currency because it's given, it's the dollar. On the 1st of January, it buys a bond. Now, if you buy something, it's an asset. So you have this asset, so it's a bond, it's like a loan. You're buying it, so it's a receivable loan if it's an asset, at its fair value of 2.7 million dinars. We're going to use the 2.7 million dinars in the answer. We're going to use everything. The bond pays no annual interest, so we don't receive any annual interest. There's no receipt to worry about. Instead, it gives us the principal plus a large premium after 4 years in dinars. The effective interest rate is 6%, so we're going to use that. That should go to the P&L, shouldn't it? And Mentz intends to hold it to maturity. So he's telling you they're holding it to maturity, so you've got to classify what sort of loan that is. Then they give you some rates, $1.10 on the 1st of January, $1.30 the average. We use that for the P&L, don't we? And $1.60 at the year end. So that's an adapted question from March 2025. Tricky, but easy to pass. Explain with calculations how to account for the bond this year. So first of all, we identify the issues. It's a financial asset in a foreign currency, and you get marks for that. But as long as you go on to now explain, well, you've got contractual right to receive cash. That makes it a financial asset. It's held in dinars. So IAS 21 applies too. You don't have to name the standards at all. Okay. Now we're going to explain, well, what does that mean to us then? Well, we say, well, first of all, any financial instrument needs classifying. Now, if you are holding to collect and the cash flows are just principal and interest, then you're going to hold it at amortised cost as opposed to fair value. So we're going to hold it at amortised cost. And because it's a foreign asset and because it's a foreign monetary asset, we retranslate it at the year end and the difference goes to P&L. Simple when you know how. That's the basic knowledge that you need, and that's the basic knowledge that you explain. You don't talk about it being what functional currency it is, because that's already given in the question. So now we do the numbers, we apply it. They're the numbers we need. So you say, right, initially it's 2.7 million dinars. I'm going to use the rate initially at the start, $1.10. That gets it into dollars, and we'd recognise that at the as a financial asset. Then you'd have some interest, 6%. So 6% would be 162,000 dinars. We're going to translate that at $1.30 because that's the average rate. That's what goes in the P&L. And so that comes to 2,862,000 dinars. Then at the year end, you take that 2,862,000 dinars and you retranslate it because it's a monetary asset. So now we're retranslating it to 4,579,200, and the difference, the balancing figure, the gain that we've made goes to profit. Simple as that. I'm not here to teach you the numbers or anything. I'm here to give you a technique to getting through. So identify, then you apply, then you explain, then you apply. And then step 4, well, what's the implication? You don't always need a step 4. But just in case, if it says, what's the effects on the financial statements? Well, interest, you'll have of 210,000 going to the P&L, an exchange gain of 139,600 going to the P&L. So that's what would go in there. Presentation, your asset will be non-current financial asset held at amortised cost. And because you're holding it at amortised cost, not fair value, you're keeping those fair value swings out of profit. Okay, because you're keeping it at amortised cost. Simple as that. I hope it helped, and I hope to see you over at accountancy.com.